Ms. Einstein, I want to talk to you about the persona of the king. Tell us about that. He has wide interests from agriculture to architecture. There are issues that he's passionate about. Talk to us about that.
He is a very passionate man. He really is an environmental supporter. He is very much green aware. All his farms and all the houses that he owns, including the palaces now, are green friendly. He is passionate about gardening, and that's why the coronation quiche has been selected. If you look at the invitation to the coronation, it is surrounded by flowers, and it also has the head of the green man on that, which signifies King Charles and the Queen Consort's love of flowers, their love of gardening, and their love of everything agricultural. He also is a man who is very interested in alternative religions. He is a man who wants to be more in touch with the British public, and he wants to show that he is willing to investigate things that perhaps previous monarchs had not done. So he is quite the alternative king, if you like, in that regard. Although the opposite side of King Charles, it is very, very traditional. He likes things done a particular way. He likes his cup of tea served a particular way. He likes his dinner parties to go a particular way. And I think that's testament to Queen Camilla, who has stood by his side for so many years and is now being rewarded with the Queen Consort title. I think he is willing to bring about change in his monarchy, because he's already streamlined the royal family. He has cut some of the members of the royal family off the list that provide them with payments, and he is also doing a rejiggle, if you like, of the palaces. So that's very interesting. He wants a streamlined royal family. He's in touch with the nation as regards their concern about the cost of living, their concern about the need to have a royal family that is not just there to be looked at, but is aware of the issues that affect the people. And I think that's something we saw last night when King Charles came out onto the street with the Prince of Wales and the Princess of Wales to meet the people. And that was a lovely little meet and greet. But at the same time, we're seeing a lot of protests today. Police in London have already arrested a number of people for yelling, "Not my king," along the procession route. And I think that shows that he has a lot of work to do in combining the two sides of the British public, the public that already love the royal family, and that the other side that is very much concerned that it's had its day. So what King Charles is about to do, I think, when he swears this oath, is to swear to take on a commitment to the British people, to the people who he knows that probably don't like him very much, and to those who do, to say, you know what, I've got your back. I'm going to try to bring about change in in the Corallian era, and that's what we call the reign of King Charles III. It's not the Elizabethan era anymore, it's the Corallian era. And I think he's got a lot of work to do. He's already started doing that, and we know that he wants to bring about change. How he can do that, we don't know. But he's a very affable man. When you meet him, he's a very charming man. He loves a chat. He's very interested in people. And I think it's testament that he's interested in alternative religions. He's paying homage to both the female clerics, but also the Sikhs, the Hindus, Muslims, to Buddhists, who have all been invited to this ceremony. And you think about it, in the past, that would have never have happened. So that's something that shows he wants to bring the world together to celebrate his monarchy. But I think what's in the back of everybody's mind is this the last coronation that we are ever going to see? Could it be that by the time that Prince William is about to take the throne, that we no longer have a monarchy or the need for a monarchy? And I think that's the way. That's why so many people are going today. They want to be part of this event, because we don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Right. Ms. Einstein, whether there's a need for monarchy in the coming years to come, that's a topic that we'll explore as the day progresses. But let's go across to Molly Gambhir, joining us from outside Parliament. And Vikram Chandra is there near the Buckingham Palace, joining us. Thanks, Molly and Vikram. Molly, this coronation is taking place amidst a cost of living crisis there, and there is public skepticism, particularly among the young, about the role and relevance of the monarchy. Is that sentiment still there on the ground, or is it just about celebrations and a moment to forget all these crises and just soak in this historic moment? Molly, can you hear me?
Yes, Rohit, like I was telling you earlier as well, you know, the mood, of course, has been that of excitement overall, but that goes without say. The pertinent question here has been about the relevance of the monarchy, and which is why we have the Not My King movement that has been making headlines. In fact, as per reports coming in, there have been some arrests that have been made as well, because the dissenters, the protesters have been a part of the story as much as the royal enthusiasts, because that has been the other side of the story as well. The sentiment on the ground has been, like I was saying earlier, you know, why spend millions on a ceremony like this when the UK is dealing with a cost of living crisis and inflation has been soaring as well. But let's not, ignore the fact that this has been a day of celebration for people, and which is why they have been leaving no stone unturned to be a part of the celebrations to whatever extent they can. So we have been getting a mixed bag of reactions, of course, and the opinions have been wide-ranged.
All right, let's go across to Vikram, who's also joining us from London. Vikram, there are many young people who are witnessing this coronation event for the first time, and there are several young people who are questioning the monarchy. I'll count you also among the young people, Vikram. Tell us, what does monarchy mean to these young people?
Well, look, when you say young people and the monarchy, let's remember, people haven't seen a coronation for 70 years. So you've got to be, you know, most people have never seen a coronation. So let's put that into context. Now, when you're talking about young people, it is certainly true that if you look at any of the opinion polls that have been done recently, young people are more skeptical about the monarchy than the older ones. But the numbers are interesting. I was seeing an opinion poll just a couple of days back. 14% of people across Britain say do away with the monarchy. The number is 21% for people between 18 to 24. So it's higher, but it's not higher by a radical amount. Most young people want change. They're radical. They want to do things differently. So that's not a startling number if 21% say they want to do away with the monarchy. So whatever the British may tell you in private and say, yeah, the cost of living and the rest of it, I think there's a certain spectacle that they like. And that spectacle is what you're going to see unfolding here. They're going to be leaving there Buckingham Palace, I think about 5-7 minutes from now. We've been told that the procession is going to start. You'll see the enthusiasm. You'll see the people cheering. Maybe King Charles is not as popular as Queen Elizabeth is, but let's remember, he's still reasonably popular, and William and Kate, very popular. So I'm not sure this is going away in a hurry. The monarchy has survived for a long time, and I don't think it's going away anytime soon.
Vikram, also, you know, the monarchy stands for continuity. It's been going on for hundreds, thousands of years. But what are the people saying? How will King Charles's reign be different from his mother's?
I think to some extent you're already seeing signs of it. You see the coronation today, for example, it's a little bit more inclusive than coronations have ever been in the past. There are other denominations who are there who will be speaking. Rishi Sunak, for example, is going to be reading, and he's not Christian. So, and there are other faiths who will be represented in the entire ceremony. King Charles also does believe a lot more in causes like the environment and others. Now, he might have to take a backstage stage now that he's the monarch. But it is going to be a little bit different. But let's face it, it's not that the monarchy it's not that the king or the queen are actually playing a role in governance. They're a symbol. They're a symbol of Britain. They're a totem pole, if you like, around which the British congregate and unite, and they add that pageantry, and they add that colour, and they add that unifying touch. That's what the role of the monarchy is, and that'll probably continue, King Charles or anybody else.